We might be starting to sound like a little broken record on this program, but the past few weeks we continue to point to examples that show just how restrictive the process is for getting onto a ballot in Connecticut. Muad Harizi, who's trying to force a primary with 12-term 1st District Congressman John Larson, collected thousands of signatures, fell short of the verified total needed to get on the ballot. He's taken his complaints right to Attorney General William Tong's office and is now launching a legal challenge to get on the ballot. And Democrat Julimar Ortiz trying to gather signatures to force a primary against State Senate candidate Dennis Bradley. Bradley is in some legal hot water, accused of trying to defraud the state election fund out of some 180 grand. Ortiz, however, still trying to get her signature stack verified as well. And the clock is ticking, folks. You better be organized and have a good ground game if you're going to get in the ballot in this state, guys. You know, we talked about this off camera. We should be working about trying to find ways to get people on the ballot, not prevent them from getting on the ballot.
Well, I agree, but I also, you know, it's kind of ironic that what we learned in over the last 4 years. Sorry to bring up Donald Trump, but you know, the whole notion of election fraud. It seems to me that if there's ever an opportunity to commit fraud in elections, it's in this signature collection process for petitioning onto a ballot. I think that is a legitimate concern. I do think that you have to have, you know, a close look on how people collect signatures. We have many people brought up on charges for falsifying their signatures on these ballots. Maybe it's time to reconsider the ballot signature methodology for petitioning.
And McKinney's been talking about jungle primaries all this morning.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, it's been a long time. I'll bring it up because, you know, our friend Lowell Weicker came up with over 100,000 signatures when he wanted to run for governor. You probably collected about 50,000 of them. You know, there was a time where signatures didn't even get you on the ballot. It was just the conventions and the party insiders. My philosophy really has evolved over time. I think we ought to have jungle primaries. I think we ought to have more people running for primaries, not less. It keeps incumbents on their toes. If somebody wants to be in office for 30, 40 years, they should have to fight for it every 2+ years. And so I think we ought to do a lot of changes.
And Muad has a lot of money. Where's he spending it?
Right.
You can't leave it all on the field. You have to
It's amazing how much money he's raised and yet not gotten the
And in Bridgeport, Julimar Ortiz, she's still fighting for ballot access against Bradley, but there's a challenger Bradley has already. But she says she's going to fight tooth and nail to get. She's a few hundred votes short right now.
Right. And I do think that's the question. I mean, what is happening in the 1st District that you raise all that money and you don't have it? I mean, that's what you use.
And I think their legal challenges.
A few signatures.
They have tough legal challenges. I mean, but how is Dennis Bradley on the ballot for the Democrats?
You've been banging that drum for months here on Cap Report.
Shameful.
Yep.
All right, guys. Next on Cap Report, we talk about sushi and airplanes, but not at the same time. This will actually make more sense when we get back. Don't go away.